Okay, all right, here we go. Joke number one, producer Denny's joke jury.
How do we know Spider-Man is a stoner?
I don't know. How do we know Spider-Man's a stoner?
Because he loves Mary Jane.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Right. That's his girlfriend,
coming
Virginia.
with the heat.
Coming with the smart comedy rap.
Yes, Denny's. Yes.
All right.
Second joke for you guys. Why didn't they take bets on who was going to die in the Avengers Endgame?
I don't know. Why didn't they take bets?
Because there was no Deadpool.
Okay.
Okay.
Virginia, you get that?
Yes, I
Okay.
do get that.
Still hanging with us?
No laughing, but there's a smile. There's a smile. There's a smirk, so it's not all bad.
Okay. Joke number three.
Did you hear Captain Marvel got arrested for stealing French cheese?
French cheese. No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was brie larceny.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Happy Friday. What's going on, everybody?
Good morning.
How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
That's right. Here we go. Weekend, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Woo.
Yeah, baby.
I'm all excited. Today's a Little Smiles golf tournament.
Oh, it is.
So happy.
Where are they doing the golf tournament today?
PGA National on
okay.
the Champions Course.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Kind of my stomping grounds. I grew up in Palm Beach Gardens, so I kind of get PGA. All my rich friends lived there.
We've disturbed many a Honda Classic right there on the Champions Course.
Yes.
And we're told to shush.
Yes. Shh.
Every year we've gone out there for that big old tournament, I always forget that it's a golf thing. I think it's just a party.
The Bears Trap is just a party, but if you look down like 20 feet below you, there's like real golf going on.
Yeah. Oh,
And they
absolutely.
will yell at you if you're loud, because I'm loud and I got yelled at.
Are you guys doing a rain or shine type thing today? Regardless?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's the forecast for, say, like noon to 2?
Noon to 2, going to golf it in 2 hours?
Well, that's when I'll be there.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Well, I'm going up in the
You're
helicopter.
making these guys go really fast.
I'm going up in the helicopter and dropping all the golf balls for the closest to the pin.
Okay.
And you can't really go in a helicopter if it's lightning.
70-80% chance of rain.
Did the big storms come last night? I thought it was a little disappointing for the rain. It wasn't that bad.
There's a good little bit of rain, actually, I think. Yeah.
But was it hard? It was raining, but enough to be able to go outside and brave it if you wanted to see a concert.
Yeah, there were parts of it. I mean, when I went out, we were heading to Sunfest, and the rain was pretty hard when I saw it.
Suits, our official weather
Yeah.
correspondent. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I live downtown. For about an hour and a half there, it was like massive thunder, lightning, pouring. They actually had to stop Sunfest for a half hour.
Oh.
Yeah,
I must have
around
missed that.
7:30.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're way off. I'm like, I don't know what you're thinking you didn't see last
I don't know
night.
what
It
you're
was bad.
drinking / smoking, but it was like a hurricane.
That's actually, it couldn't be more inaccurate.
You miss things in life. It's the weekend, baby. You
I
know how
hear
it
you,
goes.
yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty bad, yeah.
You're like a bear in a cave. You have no idea what's going on in the outside world.
I went outside a bunch. At least on my townhouse, it wasn't raining that much. I
Okay.
don't know.
You just missed it.
Well, they should have had Sunfest at your
I
townhouse.
agree.
Jaybird steps inside. Hour and a half later, he's like, let me see the weather.
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful outside. I don't get it, yeah. It was a little bit spotty like that, so it was on off. We went down. Here's what happened. We went down to have dinner outside. We were on Clematis. So we got hit with some pretty heavy rain then, and then it kind of let up a little bit. It was just kind of like drizzly. And then we talked to somebody that was inside because, I had a couple people we had to buy tickets for and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, yeah, the barges are dead. And I was just like, I'm like, let's not, I only had like an hour left anyway before I had to go home and get to bed coming here to work. So I was like, that's a lot of money to pay just to go and stand at a barge where nobody's drinking. So
Yeah.
so we opted to not go in last night. So I don't know. I assume probably it looked like, the One Republic show went off. So
Well, hopefully by then the rain had cleared.
Yeah, it seemed like that was all good.
Yeah,
So as far
cleared.
as I can tell, that happened. Yeah.
Rain cleared out, Virginia.
Yes. But today, yeah, you're going to see, kind of like on-off stuff. It looks like, at least on the hourly forecast on the Weather Channel app right now, yeah, the heaviest stuff is going to be when you're in the helicopter, Virginia. So they've dialed up especially. That actually is the worst time of the day for weather. The rest of it looks doable. It looks like later on tonight when you're going to see a lot of the acts. Starting at 5 p.m., you got a 40% chance of rain going on for the rest of the night.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So, yeah, again, the worst of it's from noon to 2. So, whatever you do, don't go outside or be in helicopters or whatever. From that time period, the rest of it's all good. So.
Might
Well,
have to change them plans.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them.
Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
So my dad was asking me a lot about you last night, Virginia. He was bringing you up, and he wanted to know. He wanted an update because he didn't hear it. He wanted to know about Mags, and I know she had that big play or that big production she was doing.
She did.
Were you able to go?
I was. So I went to Mags's event first, and I got there early, and I saw her whole portion of her performance. And then I stayed for a little bit into it more, and then I left and went to the other event.
Okay, because he was asking about how she's feeling, how's her henway, all that kind of stuff. What?
Are you trying to get me with
No,
some kinda...
absolutely not.
You want me to say, what's a henway?
About 3 pounds? Damn it. I tried to get her. I'm sorry. I've been riding high on the snake, dude, Kevin.
How's her henway?
I got Ryan Beckett last night. He's like, what's a snake do? Yes, yeah, I got him. I got Beckett last night. I thought I could get Virginia with henway. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm very corny, and I love those things. I think they're so fun.
I tell you, just set you up playing like you cared about what was going on in your life, Virginia.
I know,
did.
and I fell for it.
Look at all this care that Jay
I
Bird
love
has
talking about my baby.
Yeah.
I tried to work in Max to throw you off.
Like this is what's just riddling Jay Bird's mind.
Well, try to do the henway joke to somebody else. Maybe it'll work.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Let's talk about boobs.
Oh, right.
So, this is something for my young girls. You know, my older girls, we know this. The more they bounce, the longer they're going to be. So, what you got to do is keep them high and tight and wear the tightest sports bra or tightest close-fitting bra that you possibly can. Every time you run, jump, trot, go down the stairs fast, and you feel your boobies bounce up and down,
Yeah.
that's them stretching out. So girls, especially young girls, this is my advice to you. If you feel them bouncing, hold them so they don't, or wear a tighter bra, because every time they bounce, that's them stretching out a little bit more and becoming a little longer, and nobody likes a long boob.
Yeah, I mean, us gentlemen can relate. Same thing for downstairs for us. With the nards, they do. They stretch.
When they bounce, they are stretching out.
Really?
Just so you know
Oh,
that.
is that scientific fact?
I think it is, Kev.
I had a doctor tell me that runners, now
Yeah.
this is runners only, girls
Yeah.
that really get after it.
Yeah.
They tend to sag about 1/4 of an inch annually if they don't wear the right bra. If you wear the wrong bra and you're a runner, your boobs are going to sag 1/4 of an inch a year if you've got heavier boobs. Now, if you've got high and tight ones, I think you're good.
Okay.
But you got to be super careful, and you got to keep those things like so they don't bounce. You don't want them bouncing. Bouncing leads to sagging. Sagging leads to sadness.
Okay.
That's why I don't run, Kev.
So, it's a good argument to stay still.
Just wear a tighter bra if you're going to move.
Okay.
Do they have a nard bra? They have to have that. They gotta have that. There's no way no one invented that yet.
Isn't like a jock strap a nard bra?
I think isn't that more of a protection kind of a thing?
Jockstrap, yeah. I mean, because you typically put a cup in a jockstrap, and then that protects.
Nobody's worried about your balls.
What that is Nard armor.
It is. I didn't know how that worked as a little kid. I didn't know you had to put a cup in there, so I used to just wear the jock strap, and I'd still get my Nards hit. I'm like, it's not working.
It's. Yeah, I can't understand this. It's terrible. What's going on here? What I got on my mind here today, I thought it was kind of interesting. They say the newest trend in bars is not serving booze, instead serving wellness cocktails.
What?
Yes. Wellness entrepreneurs are betting on sobriety becoming a drink trend. So now they're coming up with healthy cocktails. So they're cutting out the sugars, at least the fake sugars, and they're making drinks that don't have the booze in it. And they're apparently supposed to be good for you. And you go, I have a drink, and I just feel I'm high on life. I don't need to be high on booze. And so it'll be interesting to see if this actually takes off. Now, you're going against a trend of, how long have we had booze? Booze goes way back.
Booze is
thousands
ingrained
of years
in our culture, our lifestyle.
So does this stand a chance? I will tell you the one thing that I do notice, though, is for me, like if I'm out at a bar, for the most part, I don't have like another fallback drink. And sometimes like just going to a water, you're like, that's kind of boring. But if you had something that was still fun to drink but didn't have the alcohol in it, so you're not applying more booze into your body when you really don't need it, you could, backstep and say, yeah, okay, I'm going to like kind of like this chill a little bit and get a taste of your drink that actually could be good for me and then reduce the hangover the next day. So I kind of like the concept. Be nice if they had a better menu and variety of non-alcoholic drinks to choose from. Because what are your options? Club soda, some kind of juice, water,
soda,
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not, other than that, I'm like, okay.
I don't see this catching on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be starting in hipster areas.
Of course.
Sober bar is going to be opening up in New York. And so there are going to be a lot of places, where this stuff isn't going to work. But they're going to do things like faux beer, things that are not going to, like non-alcoholic beers. Apparently that is an industry that is growing. Kombucha on tap, they say, is going to be going on. So those kind of things. They're going to have ambrosia elixirs, which is going to be all kinds of like different stuff that has healthy things in it. Will it actually work or not? I don't know. The thing they found out, and I can't believe they actually paid money to do a survey on this, but after studying coffee and both beer, they found out that we actually drink for the effects on our body and not for the taste. Wow, thanks for that.
Yeah, okay.
Duh.
We drink to get the buzz, and then after a while, you go like, okay, the taste isn't that bad as well either.
Have you ever had coffee beer?
No.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I have. Yeah, I've had. I've tried it.
It's a thick ride.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love like a coffee porter. Oh, give it to me.
Is that the Kevin Ralston's game or not really?
No, I'm not a coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, and I'm not really a porter kind of guy either.
Is the porter the thicker,
Yes.
darker?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I can't do it.
Everybody got their style, not my style.
A beer that drinks like a sandwich.
Yes.
I love
does.
it. I love it.
Yeesh.
Drink one of them, you take a nap after.
Yeah.
I love it.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, guaranteed the people at these wellness bars ordering the non-alcoholic cocktails are already high on weed and mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this will work.
Well, that actually there really might be something to that, as the edibles and all that kind of stuff goes into a different realm and it's easier to get your hands on some legal weed these days. That might be something where you're like, okay, I don't need to be high and hammered. I could do one or the other. So an interesting little trend. We'll see if it takes. Well, Feliz Cinco de Mayo on Sunday. We're going to be celebrating Mexico. Only 10%, they say, of people in America know what Cinco de Mayo is about. Quick pop quiz.
Ooh.
Okay.
Quick pop quiz.
I would have studied.
Jaybird, what is the meaning behind Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo was a great war back in olden times, and when Mexico got their freedom, hence Cinco de Mayo, celebration of freedom.
Okay.
Am I close?
Virginia, what is Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May, as you all know.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
It celebrated the Battle of the Alamo. Am I close?
The Alamo. Oh, this is fun.
Between the two of you, you are kind of close.
Battle of Dumb.
Yeah, it was the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the French in the Battle of Puebla.
Yes.
That happened on May
5th, May 5th,
Yep.
1798.
Yeah, what?
1798.
98.
1862. Yes.
Right. So close.
1800s.
Right.
You were
right.
I was kind of
Yes, you were
close.
so close.
I think if that was an essay at school, you should get partial credit to me in Virginia.
You're kind of dancing around it. Yeah, so that was going on the same time we were having our Civil War here in America. So that's what was happening there. But yeah, they did kind of a survey on this, and they found that only 10% of people actually know why Cinco de Mayo is a holiday. 39% said that it's Mexican Independence Day, but that's actually September 16th. 26% said it's just kind of a general celebration of Mexican-American culture, which is kind of true. 13% said, you know what? Screw it. It's just a day of drinking.
Yes.
And then 13% like, I have no idea. So I got some Mexicano fact or fiction here for you. Okay, what do you think? You can't buy Corona Light in Mexico. Is that fact or fiction? If you want to get a Corona Light, would you be able to get that, Virginia?
You would not.
You would not. You can't buy. So you say that is a fact. You are correct.
Okay, we're playing together as a team. Let's go for a perfect score.
Yeah, they say overall light beer only accounts for about 2% of beer sales in Mexico.
Because Mexicans are real men. Don't drink that light beer crap.
Yeah.
Mexicans are real men.
Yeah, you drink heavy beer. Man's beer.
Okay, there's
What
no
about-
women at all in Mexico.
What about the Mexican women?
The Mexican women are real men too.
Yes, okay. In Mexico, hot dogs are hard to find. But when they are eaten, they're usually topped with chocolate sauce instead of ketchup or mustard. What do you think, Jaybird? Fact or fiction?
This is a Kevin little trickery. They are common to find,
Okay.
but they also make that dish. So, fiction. Yes.
So you agree with everything I just said, but you're saying fiction?
I agree. I agree that they're fiction. I'm final answer. You're putting too much pressure on
Well,
me.
you confirmed everything I just said in the statement, which would mean it would be fact, but then you said fiction.
Are you okay, baby?
I'm going with my gut. Fiction.
I agree with that. Fiction. Oddly enough, you're correct. Yes.
I love it.
We don't know how, but you got it right.
All right. Perfect score so far.
Look at this.
The bell in Taco Bell's name actually refers to a famous church bell that sounded when Mexico won independence from Spain. What do you think, Virginia? Fact or fiction?
The bell.
The bell.
I'm gonna say fiction.
Gonna go with fiction on that. You are correct.
Okay, perfect score.
This is incredible.
Kevin, we got a perfect game going here.
The Taco Bell is actually named after the founder, Glenn Bell is his name. Remember, he started as a hot dog stand.
Hot dog Glenn.
And hot dogs weren't going, so he went for tacos.
I believe, too, their headquarters is out in Irvine, California.
Did you do? Okay.
I don't want to brag, but
Well, thank you.
birds got factoids, too.
Really?
You know who owns a bunch of them? Ricky Schroeder.
Oh, he was in the dirt of the day yesterday.
Arrested
Really?
for domestic violence. Back to you, Kev.
Oh, thank you.
We're hijacking Kevin's segment.
Fact or fiction here, Jaybird. Taco Bell restaurants in Mexico import all their taco shells from the U.S. Is that fact or fiction? Since you know so much about Taco Bell.
That, my friend, I feel like it's got to be from the same corporation. Fiction. Can you state the question one more time?
I don't know why it's such a struggle for him.
You can see it in his eyes. That one hurt his brain.
And don't be texting Kevin how I derail this show. I already know that.
Taco Bell restaurants in Mexico import all their taco shells from the U.S.
Fact.
That is a fact. Yes! There goes his bell.
Perfect score.
Look at this.
Okay, let's see if Virginia can keep it.
Oh, the pressure.
Come on.
Fact or fiction, Carlos Santana was actually paid by Taco Bell for coming up with the name for their Mexi Melt. What do you think? Fact or fiction?
Carlos Santana.
See.
It kind of sounds like Kevin
He
trickery.
makes a good zapato.
Yes, he does. Doesn't
I
he?
own a pair of his shoes. I love them. Ugh, but is he involved?
That's the
The
question.
Mexi Melt is my favorite thing at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's
Extra
great.
cheese. You need extra cheese.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they sold the Mexi Melt at my high school when they had the Taco Bell come in as one of the main places you could eat in the cafeteria.
That's flippin' fancy.
Yeah. Did they have Carlos Santana come in to
They
serve
did
Mexi Melts?
They did not.
Okay.
I'm going to say fact.
You're going to say fact on that. Perfect score, Virginia.
I knew it. I could tell by his smuggy tone we didn't get it.
Oh, he was so happy.
So happy you guys fell apart.
You love it when we lose.
I do. I love losers. They make me happy. Coming up here in a couple minutes, I thought this is kind of cool. It is the truth behind some famous stage names. Yeah. Like Carlos Santana, his real name is Pete Jones. No, I'm
Are
just
you making that
I
up?
was going to say, that doesn't have the ring.
Yeah, he's not actually Hispanic at all. A weird thing. He's Hungarian. Yeah, no, but it's people like Cardi B. How did she come up with the name Cardi B? Post Malone, for instance. How did he get his name? Well, you love Cardi B, I know, Virginia. Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
Sorry. I'm over here laughing.
Virginia, this has got a side project going on. Okay?
Yeah, I can tell. I know. I feel like I might need to do something else. Yeah, he's very involved with this. Over
Well, she
here.
keeps bringing me into the cesspool of I don't know.
I'm like waiting. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll do the segment later.
No.
Okay.
You got full attention.
Okay, all right. Well, I know you love Cardi B. How did she get the name Cardi B?
Yeah, it is a peculiar name. What
Yeah.
does it mean?
Well, her real name is Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar.
What? Spell it.
No.
Spell her first name.
Belcalis. Belcalis, I guess. I don't know.
Calis.
Marlenis?
Belcalis?
I don't know. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, Cardi B is actually a nickname she picked up as a kid. She said, my sister's name is Hennessy.
Which I love.
So everybody used to call me Bacardi. And so I shortened it to Cardi B, and the B stands for whatever, depending upon the day, either beautiful or bully.
Okay.
So that's what Cardi B is all about, is because her sister's name is Hennessy, and it comes from Bacardi.
Got it.
And by the way, the Bacardi people live here in South Florida.
Very fun.
So there you go. There's a connection. Post Malone. The guy actually got his name from one of those kind of like rap generator things on the internet where you go in, you plug in your, what would your rap name be? That's how he got Post Malone.
No way.
Yeah, he was 14. He needed an alias. His name is Austin Post. And so he put Austin Post in the rap name generator, and he got Post Malone. That's what spit it out. And he's like, all right, I'll just go with that.
Huh.
So actually, yeah, he is named after the rap name generator.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
That Wow song is just my favorite cut right now.
It is.
You're a Maloney?
I like the Post Malone vibe.
Okay. Yeah, you did the whole, like, just
I
the...
just do. I like his gravelly voice.
Oh, you can relate to that.
I like his like non-traditional sexy swagger. I'm just, I don't know. I'm feeling Post Malone.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, you can go all these, like rap things. For instance, like, if I go in, like, I just put in my name, and it says my rap name should be KR Dilly Glide.
I don't know if I like that for you.
I don't think I like it.
That's not
It's
gonna work
too
for me.
80s.
It's too long.
Hey,
too
I'm very
dumb.
80s. Okay. So it doesn't always work. It worked for Post
No.
Malone. Doesn't work
Are
for
you
me.
able to do Virginia's, or is it's going to cause a problem?
Yeah, I could do it. I got nothing else going on.
I want to see if Virginia comes up like Vicious V, like that kind of name.
Okay.
Okay, they have Naughty V Ginny Fresh.
Naughty V Ginny Fresh. I don't.
It's too long.
It's way too. These are too long.
Come on now.
Okay, all right.
I like Naughty V.
Hold on, let me type them a note.
You tell them that we said.
Kev, you have to do my name, Denny's, and Suits now.
Travis Scott. He's all over your dirt all the time, Virginia. He said his name was inspired by his two heroes, his Uncle Travis and Kid Cudi, whose real name is Scott Muscuddy.
Okay.
So that's how he got Travis Scott. Snoop Dogg, you know, he was born Calvin Brodus, but they said he looked like Snoop, the character from Peanuts. And so that name kind of like stuck for him. You know what LL Cool J stands for, right?
Ladies
They
love Cool James.
Bam.
James or Jay?
Is
James.
James, yeah. Queen Latifah. You know what Latifah's all about? She said it means delicate and very kind in Arabic.
Huh.
Yeah, and so she kind of thrown the queen with it, kind of give her a boldness, so that's why she went with that. I didn't even know Brie Larson's not her real name. Her last name is actually De Saulniers.
Nailed it.
Brianne De Saulniers, I guess, but nobody could pronounce it. So when she was 9, she changed her name.
Huh.
Yeah, and Larson was inspired by her favorite American Girl doll called Kirsten Larson. That's where she got that from. And then Whoopi Goldberg, you know the story behind her name?
No.
She wanted a fun name, and so I don't know why everything with her's got to be gassy. She was born Karen Elaine Johnson, but she wanted a fun name, so she said, if you get a little gassy, you got to let it go. So people used to say to me, you're like a whoopee cushion. And that's where the name came from.
I do think she's a major farter out there in the celebrity world, and I don't think she makes any.
And I know she pees her pants a lot.
Yeah, I don't think she cares about it. She's open.
There's a lot going on down
Poor
there.
Ted Danson.
Is he still with her?
Well, he was back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm sure he went through it.
I don't know. Maybe she had to gather that. Pour her underwear.
Well, she farted live on The View. Do you remember that? She was trying to move in her chair, and she farted so loud that she had to address it with the crowd. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all.
Whoopee.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. As for her last name, her mom thought that she'd get further in Hollywood with a Jewish surname.
That's awesome.
Seriously, so that's where she got Whoopi Goldberg. So
That's funny.
I always love seeing those things.
Yeah, your details about Peter Mayhew, the man behind the mask of the Star Wars iconic character Chewbacca, passed away from a heart condition Tuesday at his home in North Texas. They say he was surrounded by friends and family when he passed away. He played Chewie in all 3 films of the original Star Wars trilogy and then did it all over again decades later in The Revenge of the Sith and in The Force Awakens.
Earlier, Jaybird wanted everybody in tribute to do their best Chewbacca here today.
Oh, man. I'm so happy you're doing this.
Okay. All right.
You guys sound like an orchestra warming up.
I know. Okay. All right, Jaybird, I'll let you lead it off. This is your favorite thing here to do.
All right.
Best Chewbacca. Okay. Let me give it a try here. Chewbacca.
You sound like Jaybird's truck.
I knew I recognized that sound. It does sound like my truck.
All right, Regina, let's hear your Chewbacca. What do you got for us? Okay.
That's enough, Virginia.
Okay, Denny's, what do you got here? That's good. That's good. I
His
think we found our
Chewbacca's
winner.
rolling his R's?
He's Spanish.
Well, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Chewbacca. Got some birthdays here today. Gotta say, what up? Jay Lee turning 12 from Mom, Dad, Casper, and George. Jay Lee. Don Workman is having his 50th birthday. That is from Amy, Sarah, and Drew Jackson. Also, happy birthday to our handsome grandson, Riley Bubba, who's turning 1. That's from the Allen family in there. Also, a little birthday shout out from my daughter, Gabby. That is from Carlene. Happy birthday, Blue. All right, very nice. That is coming in from Tiffany and the Fur Babies. Little Bird, Rupert, Rhett, and Luna in there. Happy 7th birthday goes out to Aaron. That's from Mom, Dad, Elena, Nan, and Ida. Also, Kimberly Trentham is having a birthday. That's from Mom, Dad, Melissa, and Terry, and little Gabby, too, the service dog. Gianna's having her 2nd birthday tomorrow from Mommy and Daddy. And Julian, happy birthday tomorrow. It is from his wife, Kendall, and son, Jax. So there you go. Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show? You can let us know. Well, in theaters this weekend, it probably doesn't matter because I have a feeling that Avengers Endgame is still going to be the #1 movie. But Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron's new movie, Long Shot's going up against it. Nick Jonas And the Jonas Brothers, along with Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson, they've got a movie called Ugly Dolls, and it's rated PG. Just good old family fun there, Virginia.
Aw, sweet family fun.
And also Dennis Quaid's got a new one called The Intruder with Megan Good out in theaters this weekend. Coming up here in a second, we have got some tickets for you for the winner of the No Name movie game to go see Jim Gaffigan when he comes to the Kravis Center. December 21st or the 22nd. Want to play along? Want to win? 877-979-WRMF. No Jaybirds already?
Who's the champ?
It's got to be you, right?
It's Denny's.
Wow,
It's Miho.
Denny's is back on the winning train.
Miho.
Okay. All right, so Denny's going to try to defend the belt.
019's been his year, man.
Yeah, he had that month-long winning streak, I know, a while back.
Yeah,
We got
he
to
did.
take him down.
I agree. Let's join forces and take him down now.
He's like that guy on Jeopardy.
He's getting too much power.
He is. He's walking around like his poop doesn't stink.
All puffed up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll see if Denny's can maintain.
He looks puffy like 2015 Kevin.
Oh, what? Oh. 877-979-9763. No Name Movie Game is coming up next. It's time for another round of the No Name Movie Game. Our champion, producer Denny's, stepping back up again, trying to make it another win here this week.
We still haven't found our studio chair, huh?
Yeah. So I was trying to get another chair.
Somebody stole a chair?
They stole 2 of them. We are missing 2 chairs.
And this chair is broken.
I know.
Baby Rocco got in it yesterday and it disintegrated.
Kev, your team's falling apart.
Again?
We sit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fart hard. You broke it from your farts.
Boof. It disintegrated. We know why.
It's funny because it's true.
Poor thing couldn't hold up to it. All right, we got our competitors on here today, starting with James in Boynton Beach. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
Good, buddy. All right, we're going to give you Vicious V over here, okay?
Woohoo!
Let's do this.
I'm just going to give you the clues to the movies. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or the words from the title of the movie.
Focus.
All right.
Focus.
60
Focus.
seconds on the clock here, and your time begins now.
This is when a bunch of people get together and they cause a terrible uprising and they're yelling and they're breaking things in the street, setting things on fire. It's called a what?
Riot?
Yes. This is a kind of shot. If the camera zooms in on your face.
8mm.
No, it's a kind of shot. When the camera gets really up. Oh, I can't say up.
No.
We have these in radio. They are the guys that go out there and they peddle the ads. They're called what?
Pass.
Pass. It's a wine movie. It's also a way you can drive if you're driving wrong.
Pass.
Pass. Oh. Hakuna Matata.
Lion King.
Yes. They're on the bus and they're singing Tiny Dancer.
Little Miss Sunshine.
The other one, it's a rock and roll movie.
The Witch!
Almost
Looks so good today.
famous.
We're not gonna win it. We're not gonna win it.
Got 2 in there. All right, Denny's, the champ.
Good luck, Miho.
You got Luke
Miho.
on here from Pompano Beach. Hello, Luke.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning. All right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
60 seconds on the clock for this dynamic duo.
Talking over each other.
Your time begins now.
Blank, 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 blank. Where'd you get those peepers? It's an old song.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yep. He haunts your dreams, but they're bad dreams. And
Freddy.
Yeah, but what's the name of the franchise?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep. This is a Madame Tussauds. I believe she has a building of all these creepy. They look creepy, but they're made to look realistic. Pass that one. Let's see here. Pass that one. He can fly. He wears a metal suit and he's kept alive by like some sort of radioactive
Iron Man.
core. Yep. She lost her slipper at the ball.
Cinderella.
Yep. Yeah, and one more than 4.
5.
And it's a one of the things on the periodic table.
5 elements.
Close. It's more of the past tense of the
The 5th element.
Yep. These are forget about it. It's a group of them.
Wise guys. I don't know. Pass.
So I'll try. You got a 5 spot in there.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there rhyming? Not a lot of rhyme?
Like what? Give me an example.
I was singing.
Let me get those peepers for
See,
Jeepers Creepers.
I didn't rhyme it though.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
It's part of a song.
All right.
It's a song lyric.
Denny's gives a great argument.
Yeah, no, you got us, Denny's. Well said.
Lisa's on here from West Palm.
I can tell Kevin doesn't want to debate it.
Kevin's wearing it on his face. Yes.
Moving on.
Okay, Lisa, you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock here. Jaybird is ready to try to beat a 5 spot.
Lisa, I don't gotta tell you how much I need this. Not that I want it, I need it.
All right.
Okay, all right. Yeah, chemistry.
Stuff. Okay. All right, 60 seconds on the clock here. No Name Movie Game begins now.
He is a monkey, and he is I gotta find this. He's got a friend that's got a big old. He's got a. Yes. Okay. Pass it, Denny's. I am the ultimate blank. I fight with armor. I am a what? If I'm out fighting battles, I am in gear. I am what? It's the Jupiter High School the mascot for the Jupiter. Pass. The jury, not them. The other person. He's got a gravel. She's got a gravel. Think Judy.
Defendant.
No, the person that's running the court. Yes. Okay. Okay. I can be your blank, baby. I can be your blank. I can be your. It's also a name for a sub. Pass.
Subway?
No.
Heroes?
Yes. Girls that sing in a group. Girls that sing in a group. It's a famous movie. There's 3 of them.
Fifth Harmony?
No. Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. Good try there.
Little Mix?
I think
It's
we
over.
had 2 on that. Yeah, it was a confusing round.
So I
But
tied for second? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you sure did.
Nice.
But we've got, again, the champ, producer Denny's.
He's on a streak,
Yeah.
baby.
He's unstoppable.
Trying to hold on to it.
Yeah. I think it's the excitement and energy you bring into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't even care if he wins.
That's not true, Bird. Get really excited.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. It is Friday on the KVJ show. It means we got a little Feel Good Friday. A little positivity. Let us know what you got going on. Somebody give it a shout out to Virginia on the Feel Good Friday from 305. Said, yeah, I wanted to give a huge thank you to Virginia for making my first trip to New Orleans so fantastic. I reached out to her and she gave me a list of places to go, things to see, and where to eat and drink. We ate and drank like queens and kings. They also sent a photo of them staying out front of Café du Monde.
Oh, good.
Is that the beignet place?
It is the beignet place. I've got that list. Anybody who ever wants it, feel free to email me or hit me up on the soch, and I will share it with you. It's a long list, but I promise you'll have fun at these places.
You should be getting some kind of payment from New Orleans Travel and Tourism.
Well, your lips to God's ears.
Right?
Mama needs money.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Let me see here. We got a fun little thing going on here with Allie in Loxahatchee. Allie, what's the cool little thing you got going on this weekend?
My husband surprised me for my 31st birthday. He's got the kids watched and everything, and he's going to take me to Sanibel, so I get a nice weekend away.
Aww.
Oh, that is really cool.
And he set up the
Yes.
babysitter
Wow.
and everything. Oh.
Everything, both kids. So thank you, Brian. I love you.
Yeah,
Brian
you are a
is-
hero.
He's doing it right.
Yeah.
That is how you get action, guys.
Yep. Oh, it's... Yeah. Allie, there's a good chance that's going to go down, right?
Oh, of course. He knows it.
Yeah. Of course. He knows it.
He knows
All
it.
right, you'll have a good time. I want to give a real quick shout out to Renee having a birthday. She's a great shenanigan partner, apparently. So.
Renee.
Yeah, getting that in here. Also got a quick little birthday shout out to Allie. Happy 4th from Mom, Dad, Avery, and Mac. Want to get that in there as well. Somebody said, last day at a job today and looking forward to starting a new chapter come Monday. Breath of fresh air.
Good for you.
Isn't that good stuff?
Out with the old, in with the new.
Mm-hmm. Let me say, Feel Good Friday. We got all of our distributors contributed to us to build a pool for our 16-year-old disabled girl so she can have a therapy pool. That's from
yeah.
Tiffany.
They reached out to us and told us about that project. That is a beautiful thing. Everybody's coming together and they're building this pool, like a therapy pool, for this 16-year-old disabled girl.
Oh, I love it.
That is beautiful. You guys are awesome. What's the name of their company, did they say?
No, it doesn't say there.
Oh, they're so awesome.
Let's see. Somebody said, my son made the all-star team for West Boynton baseball. Yeah. Go West Boynton.
Is that the one that was in the World Series?
That was East Boynton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet against the
Battle of the Boyntons.
I know. Thank you, Japan. It won me a lot of money on that game.
How do you bet against the South Florida Little League team?
Because I knew they were going to lose. I knew they were going to lose bad, Kevin.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I did. No.
I mean, you're a local.
And they did lose horrifically bad.
Somebody said, my Feel Good Friday, I ran my first 5K and ended up with a time of 33:50. That was the best time out of my whole company.
Nice.
And there's a monetary prize coming my way now. That's a way to do it, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah. Got Jennifer from the Pizzle Feel Good Friday. Had thyroidectomy last week and no cancer. Feeling healthy and good. Man, that's big stuff, right? Somebody said they got tickets last night to vacation in Chile this summer.
Oh, Chile.
That'd be some fun stuff.
That does sound fun.
Cassidy having her 5th anniversary. Congrats on that. Also, somebody just moved back to the Palm Beaches after 2 years in Connecticut and Virginia. Very cool. Best part is I'm back with KVJ Nation.
Yay!
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Somebody going to New York City for the weekend. That's always fun. Oh, wait. I wonder if that's our girl, Heather. Maybe you're on her flight.
Oh.
Look for a distraught girl that might be on your plane. It looks like she's going through something. And say hello to her. Sarah Kay is graduating from PBA. Get ready to celebrate tomorrow night. Yes, and I think FAU is doing their graduation today, I believe.
Okay.
Go Owls! Yeah. Also, Zoli's 5th birthday is Sunday. They're heading to Disney. She's going to be transformed into Cinderella.
Oh, I love that. The little kids go into the Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Yeah.
And they really give them the outfit, the hair, the crown, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't cheap, but it's beautiful.
Got somebody who's saying, my sister Rachel's graduating from her 2-year radiology program. It's 2nd highest in her class. Nice work.
Nice.
Couldn't get the first spot, huh?
No.
Damn it.
First loser, right? That's all you are.
I'm just kidding.
Somebody's off work celebrating their wife's 35th birthday today. That's always some fun stuff. Also, my Feel Good Friday is I got tickets for Greta Van Fleet on Tuesday in Miami, and I'm taking Tuesday and Wednesday off work. I'm so jealous. That's the new Led Zeppelin.
I know. You've played them for us.
They're fantastic. They sound exactly like Led Zeppelin.
They're fun to watch, too. They got that old school energy.
They do. They're like a flashback 70s band, and they sound great, and the music's awesome.
They played them on SNL, and I was like, all right, these guys.
They're very good. They're very good.
I liked everything about them until the interview where they asked him, so, were you inspired by Led Zeppelin? They were like, no.
And I never really heard them. Just admit it. Just be like, yeah, we're completely ripping off their act.
And that's okay. Everyone rips off the Beatles.
Yeah, because I love it. It's great. My twin boys baseball team, the Braves and the Acreage, are going undefeated in their championship game on Saturday. Go Braves.
Yay.
Got some great baseball players around here, huh? Don't we, Jay Bird?
We do. I was not one of them.
You watched a lot of them.
But I was in the mix of the mediocre players.
Okay. Somebody heading to Orlando. They're going to be partying it up this weekend. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they have a great plan. They're going to Orlando this weekend, but they said, I always go and just dial right into the theme parks. But I need to hit Church Street. I need to go bar hopping. I need to do all that stuff. And I forget, Orlando's a fun town outside of the theme parks. And when was the last time? I mean, I think the boy bands were hot last time I was like really partying up on Church Street.
I've gone up there just to hang out at the Gaylord Palms.
Right.
I love that hotel. That's the one with the buffet you love.
Oh, Kevin, the best buffet in the land. This side of the Mississippi, east side of the Mississippi.
What?
This
what
side?
side?
What is that?
What side are we on?
This side of the Mississippi.
Where are we? Yeah. Okay. All right. 18th wedding anniversary on Sunday. Somebody else crushing at their job, which is good stuff. And my oldest daughter starts her new job today. So congrats on everybody with the Feel Good Friday. So appreciate all the positivity that's going on out there. Sunfest, that too is going to be going on this weekend. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be going out, checking that out. Last night, you had on the big stage, it was One Republic. They wound up doing it. And coming up here in just a couple minutes, apparently there is another music festival coming our way. in South Florida. They apparently want to outdo what Sunfest is doing.
Really?
Who is doing this?
Moonfest?
When and where is it going? They already have a Moonfest.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. Too bad. We already got Moonfest going on in Virginia. So what is the new South Florida Music Festival that is going to be coming up? I got the details on that next. Last night, Sunfest, you had One Republic that was there on the big stage. I was really committed to it. We went downtown, got out of the car, got hit with a ton of rain.
Oh.
And I had seen that Sunfest had suspended festivities for a little while. And then, they had to wait for the rain to pass, and it kind of came back on.
So you ducked into a restaurant to eat. Where'd you go?
Went to Dr. Limon.
I've heard the reports.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, people keeping tabs on the Kevin Ralston.
Yeah, I was in there. And, here's the problem. When you go into a place like, Dr. Limon, they got some great locations all throughout South Florida. I think they started in Miami. And, I'm with the Mexican queen. My wife's 50% Mexican, but she completely, looks Spanish. And so we sit down when you go into a Spanish restaurant and they start breaking out Spanish to her really fast. And then there's this confusion and this awkward moment and they're trying to figure out, wait, you don't know any Spanish? Like, what? Yeah, and there's confusion. And then it kind of turns, I think they're a little upset. It's almost like, wait a minute, it's like...
How dare you?
Yeah, it's kind of like stolen valor, It's like that whole thing. It's like, wait, hold on. No, you've got Spanish skin. You're not allowed to, not know anything. Yeah, and so that's kind of what happened last night. So we did that. Dr. Limon is great, but then we just kind of saw some of the people. The bars were okay.
What time did you get home last night? You a little late?
Just a little bit after 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I like
Party
this
Kev.
new. I like Party Kevin Ralston.
Getting out, I'm living life, baby.
I love it.
Living life. That dude's talented, that guy from One Republic. Yeah, that guy, he can write some songs,
Was that
too.
Ryan Zetter?
Tedder.
Tedder?
Yeah, close.
Hopefully he's not listening /insulted.
Gosh, man. I think I've done enough to, at least have somebody get my name right.
My bad, Tedder.
Yeah, you got Sunfest going on all weekend long if you go out tonight. In fact, it looks like it's going to be pretty much, for a lot of the big headliners like G-Eazy tonight, only going to be 40% chance of rain.
Okay.
Not too bad. Earth, Wind, and Fire Revolution Spread the Dub is going to be who is on stage. But is it possible, because I was reading an article about how Sunfest really would like to kind of kick it up a notch and be just this, without a doubt, the biggest music festival in South Florida, because you got Ultra, but they move locations and had some issues, and
they want to be like the Fire Festival, but not so terrible.
Yes.
Nobody wants to be like the Fire Festival.
The hype part.
Yeah. So you got that, and coming up actually next weekend is that Rolling Loud Festival. That's the hip hop fest at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Okay.
So that's pretty massive as well. So I think some people are kind of saying, we want to be the biggest music festival in South Florida, and now there's going to be a new player apparently throwing their hat in the ring. It is the creators of Bonnaroo and the Okeechobee Music and Arts Festival that put it on pause for a year. And now they're going to be creating, I guess it's going to be called the Miami Beach Music Festival. I don't know if it really even officially has a name, but it's going to be going on this fall, November 8th and 10th. It's going to be a 3-day festival on Miami Beach between 5th and 10th Streets. They're going to have 3 stages, just like you do at Sunfest. And they're going to have not only musical acts, but they want to do foods. That's kind of a staple of South Florida. So I imagine there's going to have a lot of Hispanic cuisine, and craft breweries are going to be all over the place.
Okay.
So that's what they're trying to do. So no artists have been named yet to what they're doing, but they're saying not so fast, Sunfest. What do you think about this? There is a couple that is going viral for their decision to go out and get matching tattoos on their first date. They met on Tinder.
What?
Yes. What? And they went out, and she shot him a message. They kind of did a little screenshot of the correspondence, and she's like, hey, when we meet up, let's do something crazy. You want to go get a tattoo? And he's like, yeah, I'm up for anything. She's like, cool. He's like, what do you want to do? He's like, I don't know. We'll decide when we get there. And they got kind of like a little shamrock. She got hers actually in a provocative spot. It was kind of like she had to kind of like drop her top of her pants to kind of show where she got hers. He got his on his ankle. So.
But they must be just tattoo people, right? Like they both
No,
already
they
have...
weren't majorly tatted. No, they look like it could have been the first. Like it wasn't like...
The first?
They were just attention whores.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, we know what that's about.
Yeah, of course. I'm not throwing stones. I'm just calling it what it is.
Yeah. But I think, you know what? People like the concept of, okay, doing something fun and creative on a first date.
Interactive, baby.
Shake it up. Yeah.
Always do something interactive.
Yeah. So I was kind of curious if anybody out there, what is the most unique, craziest, fun first date you ever went on?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think bingo would be such a cool first date. If it's the fun kind of bingo, because there's some lame bingo out there.
Okay.
You got to have drinking.
Got a little drinking. The old people that are there, they can't want to fight the younger people because that will happen sometimes because you're in on their turf.
Oh, sounds fun to me.
Okay.
Yeah. A geriatric turf war? What could go wrong?
Yeah, right. Well, not sure what you got going on this weekend. Maybe you're doing a first date with somebody. If you are, a couple ideas here for you. There was a Tinder couple was going viral because they put up the screenshots of them talking about going out and getting a tattoo. It's kind of bold. A matching tattoo on your very first date.
It's real bold.
Yeah, I mean, it was nothing about like their love or their lust for each other. It was just a little shamrock, so it's benign, but, you know, it gives you a story. And if you stayed together, it'd be kind of cool, right?
It's fun.
Yeah. Somebody said rock climbing was the surprise first date we went on.
That's cute.
It's different.
If both people are athletic, because rock climbing, if you got a big bottom, you ain't getting up.
Or if you're scared of heights, you might have to just watch your date do the climbing. Good job.
It's very revealing, though, when you're looking at somebody who's rock climbing, you can pretty much see all their goodies.
Good point.
Somebody said jet skiing. That was our first date. We did a little fun in the sun, then did lunch at Guanabanas.
Only thing I'll say about the jet skiing on a first date, when you get in the water sometimes and you fall off the jet ski, you can get little snots that you don't know that you have. Just be careful of the snots. Because you'll have big time hangers.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Be careful. The thing that's cool, though, they said you kind of get to see the real person. No makeup, no Spanx, no bra stuffers. You know, so you kind of get a good look. Okay, because you got to go natural. I mean, you're not going to wear high heels on a jet ski.
No, but I will say this. A wetsuit is like Spanx. Girls, if you're going to get the tightest wetsuit, and it'll make you look good.
Okay.
It's
Virginia's little tip there.
Sucks everything right in there. Get the tightest wetsuit you can squeeze your buns into.
Because I'm either doing a wetsuit or I'm keeping my shirt on. You don't want to see this thing.
We'll put you in a wetsuit, baby.
I would love a wetsuit, just even if I wasn't in the water.
A wetsuit's awesome.
Somebody said try the casinos, but here's the interesting thing about it. I did this for a first date, took a girl. She lost $200 playing slots and got pissed and then never heard from her again.
Aww.
So it depends on if you win or lose. Keep in mind, you know, the casinos usually win. So.
Yeah, she don't have the right temperament for the trade. That's on her.
That does seem like a good, you know, it's a little different. If you can handle the smoke smell, then you should be good.
Yeah, that's tough. The smoke smell is going to get me.
Yeah. This is maybe one of the coolest things you could possibly do. Jill is on the line here from Port St. Lucie. Your grandpap, man, boy, I'm telling you, this is quite the. You're a player when you make this happen. This is some good stuff. What did your grandpap do here, Jill?
Yeah, my grandfather, he passed away a year ago, but until a year ago, they were together for 45 years. He kept asking my grandmother out on dates, and she was a bartender at a bar in Key West, and she kept telling him no, so he ended up buying the bar that she worked at so he can get her to go out with him.
Bobby, what a boss.
Wow. That's a boss.
That is a boss move.
That's a boss
He
move,
bought the
literally.
bar. Wow.
He bought the bar.
So when he was her boss and asked her out, and I said, yeah, she said yes. And was a little polite about it. My grandfather was very, very, gentleman, and said, would you like to go for Mexican? And she said yes. So they got on the private plane, went to Mexico for a week, and came back married.
Wow.
Okay.
That's like a whirlwind dream come true.
This guy's like that Dos Equis dude, isn't he?
He is.
He's in a different league.
That's what I'm thinking. He looks like the Dos Equis guy.
It's tough to compete against a guy like that.
Yeah.
You can't.
He is the man we all want to be, Jill. That's pretty good for a first date. Wow. Good stuff. JB in Miami said, yeah, first date was kind of interesting. This chick in North Carolina took me to her dad's meth lab for our first date.
Oh, my God.
Was there a second? Was there a second date? Did you all make out at the end of the night? I'm so curious to know more.
Was it a blast?
Wow.
Dang. thing. Somebody said, Kevon said, done this a few times, and it's always a hit. We do homemade sangria, and then I take them to a painting class. Even if the date sucks, you walk away with some new art and a good buzz.
Drinking paint is fun.
Okay.
I have done that on a first date before, and it is absolutely awesome.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
What's your thoughts on a little picnic?
I don't hate the picnic.
If there's nice weather, you find out their sandwich they like.
Yeah.
You have their snacks.
That's the thing, though. You have to customize the picnic for them.
Agreed.
Put the work in.
Yes, customized picnic.
And you must have booze, and it must be chilled.
Yeah.
Rapids Water Park and skydiving, a couple other ideas. Interesting stuff for the first
Those
date.
are both fun.
Have fun when you're skydiving. I don't know. I'd like to do that on our first date.
Yeah, that may be as far as you go after that. I like that because BuzzFeed actually put together probably the more realistic list, and these are the worst dates that people have been on.
Boy, yeah, okay.
From great first date ideas to the worst thing that you've ever had happen. You've had some interesting ones. If you had to rank the ultimate, we've heard some classic bad dates with you. Jaber, what is number one worst date?
It easily got to be the one where the girl got arrested on the date. And I had to walk home.
Okay.
And she kept going to the bathroom and putting this, she was cake on, this makeup, and I think she was doing cane. I don't know. I have no idea.
She was a party girl.
I guess so. Yeah, I'd go, your date getting arrested within 2 hours. Yeah, that's the worst.
So you're saying that's probably number one. They said a guy took a woman to lunch and said she could spend a maximum of $10. Worst date I've ever been on. Somebody said for their first date, a guy took a woman to his house where they had dinner with his mom and dad.
Oh.
Didn't you have a date where a girl brought her kid along and then you had to go to the house and meet the dad?
That was the first date. I didn't know she had a kid, so that was the surprise. She's like, surprise. And he was a kid. He came running into the living room. I was like, whoa, hey, what's going on?
Daddy!
She's like, yeah, surprise. And then he jumped like on my shoulders. And he was like, roughhousing around with me.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah, and then we went out. I took her and her son out to eat. And then she's like, I got a surprise for you. I was like, oh, boy.
What
Another one?
else?
I'm like, yeah, I already got one surprise. That's a lot for a first date. And we drove. This was in the middle of California. It was pitch black, and it was about 45 minutes one way. And we sat at her dad's house, and we watched TV. Yeah, that was first date. That is definitely my worst first date. Yeah.
And you didn't have a second?
No. I thought that was enough. That was enough for me.
More than enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over coffee, a guy revealed he was married, but said it was fine because his wife was, quote, flexible. A woman had to pay for an entire date because the guy said he forgot his card. Then later on the date, his girlfriend found the woman on Instagram and told her he scams women like that all the time.
Oh, no.
How about that for a first date?
That's his rap.
That's his rap. That's his MO. That's what he does.
You definitely throw a drink on that guy.
There was a guy that kept complaining about how he had to move back in with his parents every time somebody broke up with him. Then he asked his date how big her apartment was. First date. And then finally some lady went out with a professional athlete who wouldn't stop talking about himself. And at the beginning of the date, he said, there's a 90% chance I'm going to sleep with you tonight.
No, there's not.
Did he score?
I would imagine no, but that would be pretty bad if you would then bang him and then rat him out to BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
But you never know. There's been crazier things.
You say no to that guy and you get up and you leave.
I'd hope so. We had Aries Spears. He popped by in here yesterday promoting his gig that he's got going on this weekend. In fact, I got some tickets if you want to go see him, 877-979-WRMF. And he's kind of like about the same age as I am and got the same kind of feel about today's hip-hop. And we got him going on a little bit of a rant because I knew that's kind of a hot button for him. So, yeah, if you are one of those people and you don't really fully understand what all the Lils are doing today, whether it be Lil Dicky, Lil whoever, I don't know. There's a ton of them, Virginia. We got Aries Spears on with us next here at the KVJ show. Well, with Aries Spears comes a tropical depression. I don't know what's going on, man. I wish we could have dialed up some better weather for you, man.
No, this ain't depression. This is the calm before the storm.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, honestly, though, this really kind of like plays in your favor because we're supposed to have this big music festival this weekend. It's
really? Outdoor
music festival.
Uh-oh.
And so what's going to happen, you got a lot of people all ginned up to be outside and get crazy, so they got that party like mentality going on, and like going, I got to find something to do indoors. And unless they put a retractable roof on the Improv, I think you guys are completely like roofed up, dried up, all that kind of stuff.
I love it. Come on in, baby. I'm like an old black woman, fat black woman with big breasts. Come on in, baby.
Is that it?
Put your head on these breasts.
Suckle? You come in and suckle? Is that what it is?
Yeah, come on, feel some of this black love. Everything gonna be all right.
I always love talking to you too because you and I, growing up in the same era, we grew up like on the same hip hop and stuff
when
like
it was
that.
good. These kids are all saying the same thing, same melody, same flow, and it's just lazy writing.
Yeah.
You're just being lazy.
Right.
Back in the 90s, which was considered the golden era of rap, when it was at its peak, everybody had their own personality.
Yeah.
So, Snoop in an interview, hey, what's that, big Snoop, laid back, cuz? And he had his own kind of flow.
Right.
DMX with the rough and the gruff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hova, Jay-Z in the beauty. Biggie. Everybody had their own sound.
Yes.
There's a formula to it.
Okay.
There's a formula to making trash.
Aries Spears, he is going to be the thing to see because it's going to be wet at Sunfest. So go check out Aries. Yeah.
You ladies, you can be wet at the show too.
Okay.
Comedy is an aphrodisiac, baby.
Okay.
2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. I guess the website. Go to
Palm Beach Improv, palmbeachimprov.com. Yeah, 561-833-1812.
And if I could, before I go, promote the podcast.
Yeah.
I have a podcast called Spears and Steinberg, a.k.a. The Jew and the Jerk.
Yeah.
It's available through Spotify, spearsburg.com, Apple/iTunes, or Google Play.
Good.
So go check that out. You can hear more of this titillating conversation between me and my Jewish friend. Hence the name, The Jew and the Jerk.
Nice.
Man.
Good for
Aries
you.
Spears, appreciate you coming in.
Thank you guys, man.
Yep. Just one of the big things going on this weekend. Somebody texted in and said, hey, I just drove past the Fort Lauderdale airport. All the planes for the air show are actually lined up so you can see them as you're driving down 595. So cool. So if you're in that area, keep your eyes on the road, but, maybe glance over and you can see all the planes that are going to be there for this weekend. Some cool stuff. I figured maybe you guys could figure out some of the things on the list here. They talked to your Uber and Lyft drivers, the rideshare drivers, and they came up with their top peeves of passengers. What do you think, from their perspective, are the things that are most annoying about the people they pick up?
Hopefully it's not overly drunk and sing-songy, because we do that every time.
It's going to be entitled drunk people who think they can bark orders at them.
That's what I would think, too. That's why I was really surprised that wasn't like, boom, a number one.
Vomiters.
Exactly. Anything tied to I'm picking up somebody that is a rowdy drunk, to me, of course, it has to be number one. That's why I don't know if I can't believe that they're number one. If you talk to a bunch of rideshare drivers, would agree that eating food that stinks is the number one peeve.
No.
I mean, who's going to eat in the car? I understand bringing food in the car because sometimes you have to do that, but you're going to get your food and start eating in the back?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that either.
They said smoking weed or smelling like weed is the second biggest pet peeve of rideshare drivers.
Denny's!
There's a video of some dude. He's an Uber guy. 3 guys come in the car. Another guy comes up to the window. They do a drug deal. The Uber driver sees it, and then the Uber guy kicks them all out. One of the guys would not leave. He's like, call the cops. I don't care. And then finally one of his guys go, we got to get the hell out of here. The cops are coming. They're involved in a drug deal.
Oh, my God.
It's all caught on camera.
They had arguing with the route that the driver takes. But, I got to tell you, sometimes I am aware of that. And if I know where I'm going and you are swinging way out, I
need to get there quick, and I can tell you how to get there the quickest.
Right. So
sometimes.
Apparently that's a peeve for the rideshare drivers. But the thing I am skeptical that sometimes they're taking you for a ride. And it's like, there's no need. Like, you're going way out of your way.
And you don't know my neighborhood like I do.
Right.
I can tell you where to go in Tequesta, and none of these drivers know where they're going.
Right, and apparently that annoys them then when you're telling them because I've got it. Don't worry about it.
I've got places to be. I'm going to tell you if you're going the wrong way, and if you don't like it, too bad.
They don't like when you slam the doors. That's one of the top 5 peeves they have.
Okay, but to throw back at them, I don't like when they fart. I've had an Uber driver that had horrific gas.
Okay. They don't like when you don't tip. and not being ready to go. Apparently, they get to your place and, hey, all right, oh, hold on, I'll be out in a minute.
Oh, that happened the other day.
Oh, Virginia.
Oh, it happened to you
well,
too?
I have to make a cocktail. That's my last move.
Oh, boy.
And I'm watching them on the app to see when they get close. And when they get
boy.
like 2
Yeah.
minutes away, I know I have to be downstairs making my cocktail, but sometimes I'm not.
I did Uber Eats, and I accidentally put Denny's address in there. So I'm waiting for their I'm like, where the hell are they? They're saying they're here. They were at Denny's house for 15 minutes. They were not happy with me.
Yeah, oddly enough, the number 9 pet peeve of rideshare drivers, setting the wrong spot as the pickup point.
I did that, and they were waiting out for a while.
Okay, anything that's not on the list, yeah, I couldn't believe, like, in the top 10, I don't see the vomit. I don't see the obnoxious drunk. Wait, what? That I don't really get.
Another one that they were saying, too, a lot of them get mad if you don't go to a far distance. That's a pet peeve for them.
That's true. I've been like, shamed for only going a few blocks, but sorry.
Okay. Somebody said on the smell thing, it takes forever to get them out of your car. And then when you got to go pick up the next person, you got to get the smell out first. And so you might miss some money because somebody had to bring some stinky food in there.
Your car smells like curry.
Yeah.
We know about curry. That'll stick around.
Well, I won't say it on the air. Never mind. I'll tell you during commercial break.
And a driver fighting back about commenting on the route, they said, you're supposed to stick to the route on the app. As a driver, it annoys me when people tell me the route, then they bitch when it takes longer than it should. Shut your mouth, Virginia. We have a navigation in the app.
Yeah,
no,
Virginia.
they've gone the wrong way. Sometimes that they've plugged it in wrong. And they're supposed to make a right and they make a left. And I'm like, no.
To defend the witch, I've been in that where I'm looking at their GPS and they're supposed to make a right and they're making a left. And you have to say, no, you got to make a right. It does happen.
It does.
And somebody made the point, too, about the vomiting and the drunk, said not all rideshare drivers will drive at night when people are drunk and vomiting.
That's what a lot of them tell me. They go, I turn my car in, I park it, go home at 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., it starts to get a little hairy out there.
Mm-hmm. And somebody had the question, are you allowed to drink alcohol in an Uber?
No.
Oh, okay.
So why do you do it all the time?
Because I'm thirsty.
Okay. Well, there you go.
She did that with me one time. She had basically an open bar in her purse. I'm like, Virginia, you're not going to be able to get that into the... I just watch me. Watch Mama do it. Mama did it. She got it all in there.
There you go.
They try to tell me no. A few of them have tried to tell me no, but I talk them into it.
With that sweet charm.
One guy would not let me get in the back seat with an open cocktail. It was a big cocktail. It was full to the rim. And
Yeah.
I mean, you just knew I was going to spill some of it.
Okay.
He made me sit in the front so he could watch me. I'm like, all right.
Really?
So I sat in the front and drank my drink.
When I first got doing the Uber stuff, I didn't really understand how it worked. And the guy was taking me to my place, and I was really hungry. And I said, "Hey, can we stop at McDonald's? I'll tip you. I'll give you money." He was so not feeling that. He's like, "Nope, we go here to your house. We don't do any drive-throughs. We do none of that." And it got really awkward in the car. It was weird.
That guy just doesn't want to make extra money because you're a big tipper.
But do Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, do they hate going off the route if they are offered a big tip?
If they have a stick up their butt, yeah. Some people are like, oh, I gotta stick by the rules and I can't veer from the plan.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have to go on the fly, and then Jaybird's gonna drop you an extra 20. Why wouldn't you go?
For food, definitely.
For food, he would definitely tip big.
Okay, anything else you want to set right about that list, you can let us know, 877-979-WRMF. Well, here's a little info. This is Wally from Stewart, and maybe some insider information about the whole Uber and the routes that they take. You say there's something to that, Wally?
Yes. Good morning, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
And when you basically take Uber, they cater to tourists because they don't know the area at all. So with the GPS, their GPS is a lot different than one we normally use, like maps.
Okay.
Reason why big companies invest a lot of money to advertise their product, like a Topgolf, for instance. Like, this is not the correct route, or this might be a longer route, because companies basically want you to, like, hey, there's a big Topgolf here, or big attraction in an arena. They do it intentionally, so it takes more time, and also it's just a grab. It's a money grab for everybody.
That's interesting, and that makes a lot of sense, because I tell you what, especially too with the information they gather on people, they get me. And they drove me by Topgolf. I'm like, oh, I'm coming
Oh,
back.
yeah. I love Topgolf.
Big time. That's fascinating. So they, as a business approach, will drive certain people, certain routes. And I bet you they probably do. They got that profile and probably use your Facebook info and all that stuff and say, hey, this guy loves strip clubs, driving by every single one. You know? That's probably what's going down.
He can't help himself.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go back.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Remember how we played the Florida headline match game where I left out one keyword or phrase and you guys tried to fill in the blank? We'll play an impromptu version here real quick. A guy went into a Publix in Cape Coral last month wearing a baby bonnet and shoplifted 28 cans of blank. What do you think, Virginia?
28 cans of show me baby food.
Okay, what do you think, Jaybird?
Show me pudding.
Pudding. Virginia's correct. Yeah, wore a baby bonnet to shoplift 28 cans of baby formula.
Oh, he's doing a I want to go viral video.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing. The cops are trying to track him down. Wait, what? How?
They didn't get
How
it.
do you walk into a Publix with a baby bonnet on, take 28 cans, which, by the way, that's a lot. That's the formula, not the small little... And then walk right out, and they're like, did anybody stop him? Nope. Just gone. Just gone. Cops in Michigan are apparently looking for a, quote, creepy guy that's walking around stores and asking women to come to a hotel room to participate in a wrestling event? I wonder what that's all about. A wrestling event.
Supposedly it's creepy.
Yeah, okay, here's some of the audio from it.
The world is full of creeps. A guy came around the corner, asked me if I go to the gym. He says that he's having an event down the road at the Sleep-In. They're looking for good-looking, physically fit women to wrestle, to wear either your gym clothes or lingerie. Again, more red flags, thinking, okay, this can't be happening. And I all of a sudden got really uncomfortable. I knew there were cameras there. So part of me was also thinking ahead as a mom that if I can keep him talking, they'd be able to capture him on the camera. And he clearly thought I was younger than I am, so that's the only good point to all of this.
Okay. Kind of a humble brag there. She's slid back into the newscast.
Such a humble brag.
Yeah.
It's kind of a brag.
That's just a brag. There's nothing humble about it. Okay, fun little game. We'll fill in the blank again. A woman in Ohio, she almost crashed into a cop car last month. And she blamed it on eating Taco Bell nachos. May have been part of the reason, but there was another reason as well. She got arrested for a blank. What is that blank there, Virginia?
She got arrested for...
She blamed it on Taco Bell nachos. What was it really?
It was weed.
Okay, weed. What do you think, Jay Bird?
I don't know.
She was arrested for what?
Public crapping.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, it's a lot easier than that. It's a DUI.
Okay. We went too big for that.
We went too
That
crazy.
probably happened later with the Taco Bell nachos, man.
It's the
That's
whacked
really
out news. I don't know
confusing.
what to expect.
There's a woman near Seattle that could face charges after she stole somebody's parking spot at Costco last Sunday.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You can't hold a parking spot at Costco?
No, you can't. She tried to. And somebody said, you can't hold a parking spot at Costco. She said, oh, yeah? Whips out a machete and starts waving it around at people and yelling. And they're like, okay, hey, you can actually save a spot at Costco. I was completely wrong about that. That's all yours. Have at it. There's a woman in Ormond Beach, a man in Ormond Beach that was tired of people at his public pool. And he wanted him to leave, even though the community pool was not shutting down. So he wanted to show them that he meant business. So he pulled out his pistola and fired it into the air.
Oh, my gosh.
Told him it's closed now. The trio actually left. They said, okay, all right, I guess it's closed, yeah.
Community pools. Ugh.
Yeah, but they found the guy that fired off the gun and got him with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill.
Good.
So, yeah, these pool rangers that are out there, some of these community pools, they're crazy. Some of them are old, angry, and crazy.
They need to simmer down.
Right, I know. Did you see the story about the Navy, Jay Bird? They're saying that info about UFOs isn't for the general public. And some people are saying you had 3 cases here recently with some documented UFO cases where we're like, okay, what is going on here?
The Phoenix Lights, the biggest one. I highly recommend everybody Google that story.
Yeah.
It's such an insane story.
A lot of these are coming from Navy pilots, but a spokesperson says the branch is going to keep the information it gathers private for a number of reasons, including the fact that the reports will contain classified information on military operations. So
there are some people in the military who think and believe that we have reverse engineered some of these UFOs, and now if you see something in the sky, it could be from a different world or it could be our military.
Okay, so that's the latest on UFOs with the Navy. They ain't gonna tell you jack.
Now we are the aliens?
We have
Or at least their ship?
What, are you setting me up for a snore? Are you trying to snore? You're about to snore me.
Yes, she was.
Gosh,
Yes,
I'm so
she
in it. I'm drinking
was.
a beer. I'm so relaxed.
Yeah, you wanted to go all in too.
Oh, I would love to talk.
You were getting so excited.
I was so tickled pink. You guys are really giving it the time it deserves.
Almost got you. Well, you know, there's something interesting about what they're doing with TV shows today. And there's so many great shows that are out there. It's like I can't get to all the good stuff that is on TV. But they all seem to follow a formula. I think they know what it is that we want, and then they deliver it. Like every TV show has this formula. It delivers what the viewers expect, and then you walk away being like, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. They know what buttons they need to hit, and when they hit the buttons, they got a successful show.
Well, they got to use the basic themes, good versus evil. There's conflict there. You root for somebody.
Yeah.
That's pretty much every formula,
Well,
right?
They look like, for instance, like Virginia. You always know with a Real Housewives show, it's going to have a cat fight.
Oh, there's always going to be a cat fight. There's always going to be over drinking. There's always going to be mistakes.
Right. So Virginia,
I love it.
They know Virginia loves all that stuff, so they know, hey, this is what, and they probably have a quota. They probably say, did we check off all the boxes for a successful episode? Oh, no, we got to work in a cat fight. Let somebody start fighting about something stupid and turn over a table.
Why do you think humans love to watch conflict so much? It's because we go through it every single day. We relate to it.
I think we just like drama. I think we really do.
Some do. Everybody likes their own little thing.
Other people's drama.
Yeah, I agree. So,
Yeah.
Kevin, you don't like the reality shows, that kind of drama, but you do like drama in a different kind of content setting.
Yeah, well, I watch Billions on Showtime, and yeah, that's drama.
Yeah.
I mean, there is conflict that is going on in that, and it's fascinating and it's interesting.
When is Big Brother the best? When there's drama going on in the house.
When there's a fight. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
So I saw somebody listing out some TV truths. These are things that you know and you can expect from pretty much every single episode. Like, you'll never see a Real Housewives show that didn't end in a cat fight.
They
It's
always
just-
end in a cat fight?
I mean, there's usually a cat fight in the thread at
Yes.
some point.
They ain't gonna go through one without pretty much having some kind of like drama, crazy conflict.
There's got to be a fight between 2 or more of the ladies.
It's so funny watching those things edited because it's clearly done for entertainment purposes.
Oh, and the editors have all the control, too.
They do.
On the reality shows I watch, you can tell when they don't like somebody. Like on Vanderpump, I know for a fact they don't like Sheena Shea. And
Really?
they give her the worst edit. She always comes out looking terrible.
They do it with, they can do it with Big Brother sometimes. They can do it with Survivor. They did it ridiculous on that Lindsay Lohan show. The edits on that made, the editor was the writer, really.
The people that are on the
Yeah.
show, the reality stars, they will tell you, you can get an edit that does not tell the truth, and it makes you look so terrible, and there's nothing you can do about
Yeah,
it.
people go on all these reality shows and then they get pissed off when they want to go back into their regular life and they got these terrible edits done to them.
Now they're taking that baggage with them. Yeah, it's changed the narrative of who they are as a person. One of the other ones they said, you'll never see a Bachelor episode without sloppy kissing. Okay. Sounds about right. You'll never see an episode of CSI where they don't catch the bad guy by the end of the hour, unless they're doing a two-parter. But by the time the storyline wraps up, they're going to catch the bad guy. Does that ever happen? Has there ever been a CSI where like, dang it, he got away?
There has to be at least one. There has to be.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, can you break any of these TV truths where they aren't always true? Somebody, they also said, real TV truth, you'll never see a fishing show where they actually keep something they catch.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why?
You mean like a reality fishing show?
What if they catch a tuna and they love tuna? They don't keep it?
Yeah, they were watching Jerry McGinnis back in the 80s. He always kept his
He always
fish.
kept it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Or the people that caught that, well, it wasn't a TV show, but boy, you saw that, was it sailfish that they caught? That record breaker, a 700-pound plus sailfish? It's crazy.
Amazing.
If they catch that on a fishing show, you tell me they're throwing that back? There's no way they're going to throw that. If you got a
I
record
think-
fish, you ain't going to throw that back.
I think most sailfish is catch and release, though.
I don't want to speak on the sailfish community. I don't know.
Do you
I don't
eat
know.
sailfish?
I think that fish that I saw the photo. It didn't look like that thing was getting released.
Well, I think a lot of people too. If you catch a big ass sailfish, they want to mount that on their wall, show it off to their friends.
Mm-hmm. You'll never see an episode of Botched where the two celebrity doctors botch it. Okay, I've never seen that show.
Botched is them fixing other people's bad plastic surgery.
Okay.
So yeah, Dr. Nassif and I forget the other guy's name, but they both they fix other people's bad plastic work.
You'll never find Bigfoot on Finding Bigfoot. You'll never find a ghost on any of those ghost specials.
That is kind of ironic because it is called Finding Bigfoot, yet it should be Never Finding Bigfoot.
But it's always
the real truth to the name of that title.
I smell something. I think it's Squatch.
Nope, farted.
And the ghost ones are equally as bad. We are going to the most haunted place ever. We're going to get some activity. It's always...
They're so ghost hopeful.
They're so ghost... I get it.
Yeah, you'll never see a ghost hunter show where they're like going, nope, nothing here, not haunted.
Yeah,
Next.
we don't feel anything here.
Tune in next week.
Guys, this was a dud. Sorry if this is an hour show. Yeah, nothing.
Happen. You'll never see an episode of Dr. Pimple Popper where she gets grossed out. Okay.
You'll never see where that nanny show, that British nanny, you'll never see her not tame a kid. She always tames that kid.
Right. Makes you think that every kid is tameable, which I don't believe.
Oh, you know there's at least 4 or 5 kids they don't put on in that season because she can't tame them.
She couldn't fix it.
You'll never see a Hallmark movie that has a sad ending.
Yeah?
Really?
I don't know. I
don't watch
I don't think I've
Hallmark.
ever watched a Hallmark movie in my life.
I haven't.
You'll
either.
never see a Lifetime movie where a guy's not being awful to the woman.
Really?
Oh, Lifetime is big on those movies
they
where
love that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounds like Virginia's network.
Yeah, it just sounds like reality.
Just validates everything she knows. Yeah.
Yeah, that's every reality show.
I'm only laughing because I'm drinking.
And they also said on their TV Truths, you'll never see an episode of Deadliest Catch where the weather is sunny and pleasant. Apparently, it's got to be very turbulent because it wouldn't be the deadliest catch. It'd be the loveliest catch. It'd just be so nice.
You're right.
Okay. Any other TV truths you want to throw in like the bird did? 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Coming up in a second, too, I'm going to tell you why Netflix is a risk to all of humanity. Talking about TV truths. These are the things that, yes, this is the truth about every show. You just know predictably, yet we watch it. And I think we watch it because we know what we're going to get. That's what you love. Somebody texted in and said, you'll never see an episode of Cops where somebody doesn't get arrested.
Okay.
And everybody going, okay, hey, just a warning. Thanks so much. You guys have a great night.
Or they don't catch him.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, not going to happen.
I'm innocent.
You will never see a reality show about actual reality.
You're right. Yeah, reality shows are the fakest things on the planet.
Take it back.
Never.
You'll never see Shark Week without one episode where the guy doesn't have an Australian accent. Never seen Shark Week. Do they always have, right, it's a great white, mate.
Every week is Shark Week. They act like Shark Week's once a year. It's not.
It's several times?
Several times.
You're not buying into that, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
You need a new beer?
I do.
I'll get you one.
Oh, whoa, all right. It's very kind.
TV Truth, there will never be a Full House episode where they haven't learned some kind of lesson.
You're right, and it's usually the last 3 minutes and the music starts to play.
Uh-huh.
Thank you
Oh,
for
slid
doing
that. You caught it. It's like you guys rehearsed that. Or else you're just drinking way too much beer. What'd she do? Serve you acid?
It's the one that foams up.
It's the one that foams up real quick, and I opened it up right in front of my computer, and I had to suck it before it got all wet.
That's what she said.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Okay. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, Netflix. Could it be the end of humanity? Well, I guess if you believe this, eventually it could. They say that Netflix is one of the things being blamed for the U.S. fertility rate hitting an all-time low.
Really?
Yes.
People are so busy watching Game of Thrones, they forget about Game of Bones?
Yes. People are binge watching so much, and couples are not getting busy. They're staying busy watching TV shows, then going to bed and not hitting it like they need to, and so nobody getting pray.
Huh.
Crazy,
This is
huh?
fascinating.
Yes.
People too busy watching Scrubs, and no one's getting any rubs.
Drink.
Drink.
Every time you say something dumb, you got to drink.
Oh, I'll be hammered by, what time is it? 9:20. I'm done.
It could go well. Yep. I like it better in Medellin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be all right.
I don't like either one of them. But hey, look at me. I'm a 70s guy.
Yeah, you love that Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I did, and you know what? All the old people in the chat room loved it too. So
September Kills.
September's a great song.
If you play that at a party, I'm telling you, it's on the list.
We had 25 people send us a fax about how much they liked it.
I would like to say I think we need to delve a little bit more into the 70s with some of our music here on the show. Just throwing that out there.
That would be called Sunny. It's the studio right.
Go down the hall.
Yeah. You know what? They got better music than RMF. Oh.
Don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you.
Jennifer Ross and the Bird in the morning.
And also want to let you know, too, today is the very last day you can get your Mafia and t-shirts up on our website, kvjshow.com. We re-release those for a special limited edition with our marketing and merchandising partner, Sass or Salt. Thank you to them for doing that. Go to kvjshow.com, pick one up, because they are done.
That's it. Today is the last day you can get a Mafia and shirt if you want to grab one.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we close it out here, Jay Bird, if you would, give us a lovely thought to take us into the weekend.
You want that rhyme?
Sure.
I would love it, yes. Please.
Turn your can't into a can and your dream into a plan.
Okay.
Please understand, Kevin Ralston's the man. I don't think Virginia was impressed. I just tried to add on.
Did you write that yourself?
The last part, yes.
We could tell.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/kvjshow.